everyone, it's SimLicy here. So today I have for you guys a brand new video, and this time it's a suburban family home that's kind of on the modern side. I use some asymmetrical roofing because I have been inspired by some other builders who've been doing that to do one myself. So I did model this off of one that I was looking at on Pinterest. So if I can figure out how to put the image up on the screen, I will do so sometime around here. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a dry throat, so I might take a break here in a minute to drink some water. But yeah, so this video is special because I built this for you guys. It's a completely base game house. It's a thank you video for having you guys subscribe to my channel and to celebrate having over 100 subscribers now. So I had talked about in a video or two ago that I wanted to do something to celebrate, and I wasn't sure if I should do a build tour of a build that I've done before YouTube or if I should build a base game entirely house. But I thought I would do the base game entirely house because it seemed like a fun challenge, and it really was. Like, scrolling through all the items and trying to figure out what I wanted to use that was just from the base game, and then having to make sure that all the other packs were constantly filtered out, because every time that you use the clone tool to like copy something, like copy a wallpaper or anything, it resets the menu and it unclicks the base game only option. So that gets kind of frustrating, but I did my best to make sure that was clicked as much as possible. So if I accidentally put something that was from a different pack when you go to download this, I'm really sorry. I tried my best, but I'm pretty sure I did a good job. I'm pretty sure that I made it completely base game. So yeah, hopefully that's what happens. But yeah, so this house is 3 bedrooms with 3 bathrooms, and then it also has an office and a play area. So if you did download this and you needed more than 3 bedrooms, the office could be converted into a bedroom, and so could the play area. But I like the play area because since the toddler update is part of the base game, I wanted to celebrate that in this pack as well. So there's a play area for the toddler and for a child, and then there's a toddler bedroom and a child bedroom. Child bedroom could probably be a teen bedroom as well, but it's a little bit more childish, but you could do with it as you please, of course. And I also created a family to live in this house, and it's a single mom with 2 kids, but obviously it could be a single dad with 2 kids, or parents who are together, or whatever kind of family you wanted to make would fit in this house just fine. And like I said, there's plenty of room to grow as well. Sorry if my voice is a bit scratchy. It's really late. I'm staying up late trying to get some videos put together because I want to get some stuff out before I do vampire stuff. And I also wanted to put this out because I didn't want to miss a thank you video, because I did miss it for my 50 subscriber kind of benchmark. No, that's not the right word. What am I looking for? Stepping stone in YouTube? I don't know. Whatever it is, I missed my mile marker. There's some sort of word I'm looking for, and I can't think of it because I'm probably too tired to be doing this, but that's okay. Anyways, I missed the 50 subscriber one, and so I didn't want to miss the 100 subscriber one too, because it's actually going quite quickly. It's already to about 136. Maybe a little bit less or more, I'm not sure. It's grown quite a bit in the last couple days, so I don't want to get to nearly 200 and then miss my 100 marker, because I want you guys to know that I appreciate you and really have enjoying the nice comments that I've been getting from my last 2 videos that I recently put up. I know there was a long break from me uploading, with me moving and everything. It was quite time consuming, and yeah, so I just appreciate you subscribing to my channel and being patient with me while I was moving. And yeah, so it's been pretty fun getting settled back into a routine and being able to make videos again. So hopefully you guys, are still enjoying my channel and like this build. I did cut out some of this landscaping because it was quite repetitive. I did only use a handful of plants from the base game, of course, and there's just a few flowers, the fern, and well, it's not really a fern, it's more tropical than a fern. Fern is more like foresty. I don't know what it is, but I used that, some rocks, and just a few trees and stuff. But it's all pretty much the same, quite repetitive. So I did cut that out because this video was getting really long, and since it's so late, I didn't want to. I think when I first cut it down, or when I first put it together, it was 40 minutes. No, 30 minutes. It wasn't 40 minutes, but it was like 30 minutes, and I didn't want to have a horrible voiceover, which I know I'm not the best voiceover, or I'm not the best at it, but I didn't want it to be too long so I wasn't so boring. But so I did cut that out, and I did cut out the floor plan because that was the biggest struggle. I had such a hard time placing the stairs, and I finally found a good spot, but it made the bathroom a weird shape. But I figured that was okay. So it's a downstairs bathroom. There only needs to be a toilet and a sink just to have somewhere downstairs so they can go pee really quick. So that's what I came up with, because I had my heart set on having an office, because since I did put a single mom in this house, I wanted her to have her own space to do work on the computer, maybe exercise a little bit. I didn't put an art easel or a chess table in there, but I did put a bookcase. But I mean, if she wanted to start painting or something, you could easily put an easel in there. But that's what I was thinking. So I wanted to have the office, but I also wanted to have a play area because of toddlers. So I had like specific rooms in mind that I needed the space for, and I wanted 3 bedrooms upstairs with the 2 bathrooms upstairs. So I was quite particular. So it took me a while to figure it out, but I think it came together in the end, and I think it looks quite nice, just except for that odd-shaped bathroom. But I could have changed the exterior of the build, but I was so happy with it that I didn't want to fiddle with it. So yeah, this is what I came up with, and I kind of like this kitchen quite a bit with that weird little corner piece that's stuck there on the wall with the plant and fruit bowl. I think that was pretty cute. And I do this green accent wall throughout the house, and I really like that. It kind of gives it a little bit of a beachy feel, I thought, with the wood and like the dark wood flooring and the green. I just thought it was kind of a cool look, so I kind of went with that throughout the whole house. And I also tried to model some of the, not model, but I tried to match some of the wood throughout the house to the paneling on the doors, because I really like that wood texture a lot. And I decided to put the high chair not directly on the table. Like, I know it'll snap to the table, but I don't know. I think it looks kind of weird, so I chose to just set it off to the side so the toddler could sit there and eat. And then there was plenty of sitting room if you have guests over or a larger family. They could all sit at the table, and then the baby could sit in the high chair. And yeah, I think that looks fine. And I don't know why you can't set the stereo on these like side tables that go against the wall. That always drives me nuts, so I lifted it up. And I did have to lift a few things up to set it on shelves, because there's just not so many, well, not even shelves, just tables like that. There's not very many items that just snap to some of the tables and some of the shelves, so it gets kind of frustrating. So if you do decide to download this, I would put on bb.move objects. I almost forgot what it was. I use it all the time and I almost forgot. But I would turn that on because some of the things may drop, and they might drop anyway, so I'd just be aware of that, because I think sliding things around off-grid and moving things close together doesn't usually get moved around, but I think moving things up with the 9 key, especially when they're not attached to a wall, do tend to drop, I think, when they transfer through the gallery. So, but now moving on to the living room, and I think this turned out pretty good. It was a little bit awkward of a shape, so I fiddled with it a bit, but I think the way I originally had it made the most sense for the living room. And the color of the couches, I did try to match with the wood paneling, and I wanted to use those yellow chairs, but they just really did not match it, so they didn't look that good. So I ended up going with some, I think, just wooden frame chairs with some like simple green cushions. That's what I think I ended up going with. Yeah, I think that's what I do. Oh no, I'd use brown cushions, but I wanted to use the yellow because I'm like, oh, some sort of bright color in here would be fun, but I think it just didn't work. So maybe you thought it worked, but I don't think it did. And I built a little built-in shelf here, and the lighting was making that one look a little bit of a different color, but that's okay. And I sized up that 3 potted plants, and I think that looks pretty cool and fit quite nicely in there. And a fishbowl, of course, because they have to have a pet, and a fish is pretty much the only thing. We can have a frog, and what else can you catch? Butterflies and praying mantis, or is it like a stick bug? There's several different things that you can catch with like the outdoor retreat pack if you have it, but those are like the only things you can have. Oh, a cow plant. You could have a cow plant as a pet too. I forgot about those, but there's just not a lot of options for pets. So I like to put fish pools in my family home so they can have, and I think you can name them too. You can't really name anything else, so it makes it more like a pet. Yeah, that's my reasoning behind it. But this is just the entryway. Quite simple. And then this is a little playroom, and it's so cute. I love it so much. I took a screenshot of the daughter drawing on the table in here, and then I didn't take a picture of the toddler down here, but I did take a picture of him in his room. But it has toys, and I did try to use this dollhouse. It's a little bit thinner than the other ones we have, but I just still couldn't get it to work. I don't know. I just struggle with how big they are because I want to put so many things in a space, and they take up a lot of space, but it probably could have worked, so that's something you could do as well. But I just really like this room. It's really cute. It's like, I think a lot of families have spaces downstairs, which could go in their living room too. They could have toys in the living room, but a lot of families have toys downstairs, or a place for kids to play while the parents are cooking or watching TV or doing other things around the house, so they can keep an eye on their kids, but the kids are still entertained. So that's my thinking behind that. And I tried to fit a shower in this bathroom, but since it's such an odd shape, it got a little bit crowded. So I reorganized it and just put the toilet and sink in there, and of course a little toddler potty, so they can go to potty too when they're downstairs, it's probably one of my favorite items now, is that little potty. Sorry about that. I had to take a drink of water. My throat is quite scratchy tonight, but it's all right. I'll take another pause if I have to get another drink. But so what was I talking about? That little potty. Yeah, it's so cute. And that shelf that I used in the bathroom, I never use it, and I really liked it. I ended up using it in the upstairs bathroom as well. I always forget about that. And it's a simple shelf, and yeah, I like it. And it comes in a plain white version, which is nice, because the other colors I think are like a pastel-y yellow, pink, and blue, which are nice, but it just doesn't always match everything that you're going for. So I struggled a little bit with the layout of this office. I knew like the items that I wanted to put in here, but once I started putting the treadmill in here, I was struggling with where to put it. So you'll see me fiddle with that quite a bit. But I think it ends up making sense in the end. It looks pretty similar to this in the end, but I do try a few different things because I wanted her to have a space for herself where she could go read. Maybe her job requires her to do some computer work, or just for her to play some games on the computer, or socialize, or whatever she needs to do. So I wanted to make sure there was space for that, and yeah, and also I wanted to definitely make sure there was a piece of exercise equipment. I probably would have put a yoga mat in there or outside on the balcony off of her bedroom if I was using spa day. So if you do have that pack, I would keep that in mind, because that's one of, I think, my most used items when I play the game is the yoga mat. Like the fact that they can do yoga, like it's just so peaceful, and I really like that. And speaking of that, I really want to join a yoga class. As something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I just got a new gym membership, so I think I'm going to check to see if they have any yoga classes. I think that would be something fun to do. Yeah, if you guys do yoga, let me know. That would be pretty cool. I've done Pilates quite a bit, but not yoga, so something that I think I would like to do. And this is the main family bathroom, so it's a little bit more messy. I put the little duckies on the bathtub and some shampoo bottles. Those might drop too, because I did lift them up with a 9 key, so oh well if they do. I thought it was pretty cute. I didn't lift the rubber duckies up, I lifted the shampoo bottles. I don't know if they are shampoo bottles, but that's what I imagine them to be. And then this little space off to the right of the stairs, or the left of the stairs, depending on where you're looking from, I put a little reading nook, and I thought that was kind of a cute little space. I took a picture of the mother reading a book there during the screenshot, so that looks nice. And then I put a little table right here, and I don't know, it's a hallway. There's not really much you can say. I just tried to fill it up and tried to make it not look awkward, but I think I did a good job. And I'm still really surprised with how nice this looks with only the base game. So if you do only have the base game, or if you don't have the game at all because you think it might, you might not enjoy it because you don't have all the packs or you can't afford to get the packs, this is something that you could do. And I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, I don't want to like just, I don't know, brag and sound like a turd, but I think it looks pretty good. And this is the parents' bedroom. Like I said, I did build it for a mom, so I thought that bed looked a little bit more feminine. And that's about the only thing in there that's kind of feminine. Everything else is pretty neutral, but that's what I was going for. And I lifted up the 9 key to put that plant on top of the dresser, so it's another thing that might fall. So just things to keep in mind. I did that quite a bit. But I did play test this house, and everything seemed to work fine. They ate and they went to the bathroom, and I think they went into all the rooms. And yeah, I didn't play test it for a long time, but I did play test it, so everything should work. Oh, this wallpaper is my favorite thing ever. It's the best ever. I had to use it in both the kids' bedrooms. I tried not to use that wallpaper in the second bedroom, and then I couldn't help myself and went back to using it. I love it. It's so cute with the little like kind of dash marks of paint, and it comes in so many cool colors. I love that, and I will probably use it in every child's bedroom for at least like the next 50 bills like, until I get sick of it. And I doubt that'll happen because I think it is just the coolest wallpaper ever. And when I've watched people do toddler builds or daycares and they've used it, it always works and always looks good. I love it. I think it's just the coolest. But yeah, so I had fun decorating this toddler room with the little wall decals, and the new items are really cute, and they add a lot to the base game. Like, it's definitely what the game needed, was another life stage. And if we could get, I mean, this isn't as big of a deal as toddlers. Like, toddlers were definitely a lot bigger of a deal, but preteens would be nice too, because the teenagers that are in the game are like, in my opinion, probably like 16 to 18 years old. So it's like jumping from 8 years old to like 17. So there's quite a big gap there. But I mean, that's not that big of a deal. Toddlers were definitely very, very much needed and a lot more important. So as you can see, I tried to use this like faded sunset wallpaper, and it's nice. I really like it, and it comes in a lot of pretty colors, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to use that. I don't know what you call that other wallpaper, but you'll see me change it. I left it in there for a long time, and then I was like, nope, I have to do it. Like, I tried not to because I already used it in that room, and for some reason, I think the kids should have different wallpaper, but I guess it's fine for them to have the same. And yeah, so I like this room, and I'm also proud of myself because it's not overly pink. And usually when I have a little girl in mind, the room's plastered in pink, and it's almost not pretty because it's so pink. So I think this actually looks really nice, but still cutesy. I think if I was a little girl, I would like it quite a bit. But yeah, I'm just looking at all the new items on my screen, and I'm like, oh, they're so cool, because those little shelves and the different little toys, like the little kitty cat, I love it. And so I'm probably gonna save this in the next like several family homes that I build where I use toddler stuff, is how cute everything is, because it is really cute. And I like these curtains a lot. I like how you can have them draped open and closed at the same time. Like, you could do half of it open, or you could do both sides open, or you could do half closed or both closed. I like that they gave you that option. So I think that would be, I hope they get more curtains like that, or if they don't give us more curtains like that, then just different color swatches of that same curtain would be nice too. Some more plain ones for just a little bit more variety. But anyway, so we're already to the end of the build, and I just wanted to say thank you for subscribing to my channel, and hopefully you guys like this build, and yeah, just want to say thank you. So please leave any comments or suggestions that you have. Alright, bye!